some of those other cities where you would say give you a good reception at though, with outside of Memphis?
Man, LA, New York, it's a few cities in Europe. I don't know off the top of my head, but these like cities I hadn't even heard of. I'm like, dang, I got a lot of support in China and the EDM and the pop, like those cultures embrace me definitely.
Gotcha.
Um, so even though I do all different styles, that's definitely where I get a whole lot of support in that culture, that club vibes with the EDM.
Mm, gotcha. So what is it about Memphis Jookie that just how did you get connected and get brought up into the atmosphere of Memphis Jookie? Bucking.
Yeah. So I mean it was just all around me. It was all around me. We used to go to Crystal Palace
Nah, but you
and
hard
take our
though. It ain't you hard though. You know what you're doing. So
second.
yeah.
Yeah. It's been around me since I remember, like being small as hell at the Crystal Palace, taking the skates off and gangster walking with the gangster walkers around the circle around the skating rink at Crystal Palace. And I used to always go to Skateland, Raleigh Skateland. They was always doing it there. And what really got me into it was my brother, Dimitri, RIP. My brother Mitch, he used to chop. That's how I know your guy. It's
Shout him
from my
out,
brother.
shout him out.
But yeah, my older brother Michi, man, yeah, shout out to Chief though. Shout out to Chief. But
Yeah.
my Tremaine, yeah,
Yeah.
man. I've known him since I was a kid. But my older brother, he had a juking battle with this dude right outside our apartment. You know how you can go up the stairs and it's two doors and it's like a little concrete slab up there. It was a little ass space that these folks was chopping in. I'm talking about I had to be in maybe um third or fourth grade, and I witnessed that and I was just like, man, that's cool as hell. And I'm just asking my brother, like, can you teach me this? My brother like, nah, females don't do that.
Yeah.
Females don't do that. You gonna look retarded trying to do that. Oh, excuse me, I don't need to say that word.
Yeah.
That they can get me blacklisted,
Yeah.
but you gonna look crazy trying to chop, man. Juking ain't for girl, man. Juking ain't. And I took that to heart. Like when he told me that, I took that to heart. And I didn't do it for a while, but then I was on the dance team when I was in middle school, and it was the dude who was on there. He was getting all the little solos and shit. But this was a UDA pom pom national competition type team. It wasn't no street nothing.
Right.
But we got him on the team, and they started giving this man solos and stuff, and he like sliding and gliding. I'm like, you know what, y'all got me so fucked up. So that's when I started getting serious. I started teaching myself in like early in middle school. I started doing it, but I really got serious when I got to high school. Cause in my trying to discover myself, like he said, it ain't for girls, it ain't for girls. I'd never seen no girls. I never saw girls no matter what. So it made me feel like I had to do it. I had to learn how to do it. And when I started, obviously I got around other women who was doing it. But that's the reason what made me feel like I had to do it, is because I saw my brother do it and I was so inspired and I wanted him to teach me. He would not teach me. And I never saw no girls. So it was like, you know what? I'm gonna start teaching myself this shit. And I literally did. I ended up getting around G Force, Daniel, DP, KOM, G Nerd, Lil
Right.
Black, all them the folks who I came up under. And it was just it from there.
So when did one of the guys stamp you? They was like, yeah, y'all, you chopping. And what was it
Um,
feeling like to get
so
stamped?
I was at the Shell, 10th grade, I think. I was at the Shell. And I used to watch Gino. I don't know if you know Gino. I used to
Yeah.
watch him. And RIP Gino too, and he was just amazing to me. I used to watch him all the time at the little high school parties, and then one day I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go out there, and I went out there and I chopped. And Gino and Rico and Daniel, they were like, hey, we need you in the group. We need you in the group. So that was when it happened.
So when you went out there, you was already already learned. I mean, you had already knew some shit before you went out there.
Yep. Yep, because I had been teaching myself.
All right. What's the what's the best advice you got from somebody in the industry? You know what I'm saying? What's the best advice somebody in the industry gave
That somebody gave me.
you? Yeah, gave you.
Yeah. I definitely say Ruby Wilson. She kind of mentored me a little bit, but she just always gave me a lot of words whenever she saw me. And the number one thing that always stuck with me was that to stay grounded,
Stay grounded.
to stay grounded, keep your feet in the soil. Don't get so high up in the clouds where you can be tethered to anything. You want to stay in your truth and stand in your truth. So that's definitely something that still to this day rings bells in my mind. Is what Ruby Wilson told me. Just stay grounded always.
Okay, that's good. That's a good one. If I was a new fan and you was trying to direct me to like a song, one of your personal songs to get a good representation of you, what song would you direct me to?
Oh, it'll be bad. It'll be my song "Bad" for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have fun when you making those like I done seen some of your creative videos? Do you have fun when you making those videos?
Most of the time, yes. So sometimes it feels like it depends on what you're talking about. You talking about like content or like music videos and stuff.
Content wise.
Okay, okay. So yeah, content can
Choreography, putting it together,
yeah.
stages, just the settings, all that.
Yeah, I definitely do. So I've been getting into the content.
Okay.
You know, the creative part, that's always fun.
Right.
But like I've been getting into trying to create reels and stuff for TikTok and all that. And it can be a little overwhelming. But when I go to do it and I actually do it, I definitely have fun. But trying to keep up with so much stuff,
Right.
it can be kind of pulling you in so many directions. Like, damn, I gotta go film again.
Right.
So with that type of content, it can be like a task. It can be a task that I have to process. However, when I'm actually in action and doing it, it's super fun. It's super fun. It's just about getting started.
Got you. So
Yeah.
besides your kids and teaching them, raising them, do you mentor other young ladies and do you have other ways of giving back or teaching dance or singing? Do you do that?
So I'm about to do another school tour, but absolutely, I mentored thousands of kids in the Memphis City schools and Shelby County schools. I mentored maybe 40 different schools with different companies, but and also my own just teaching. Um, hold up, sorry about that. Move that. But now and lately, I've been booking kids. Well, they a lot of them are adults now, but
Right.
I book them and make sure they have opportunities to be on stage or travel, and things like that, or helping them professional wise with like resumes and bios and professional pictures and making sure that they got professional videography and just kind of taking them under my wing right now. But I am physically about to get back into the school system.
Right.
So yeah,
How did they come
I
about?
do a lot of it.
How did they come about the mentorship? Like, how did you get into that?
So it's a few different companies that I was working with. Originally, my best friend, we used to dance together. She brought me into the first company that got me in the school system, for like after school programs. But yeah, she got me into that first, and then I just started connecting and networking with a bunch of different people while I was doing that because I was at so many different schools. That it just kind of was a ongoing thing. Like I was doing that for 15 years. I think probably 15,000 kids that I work with over that time.
God damn, for
'Cause
real.
yeah, because I was probably at 10 to 12 schools per year. Um, and depending on what type of program it was, sometimes it'll be 30 kids, sometimes it'll be 300 kids at each school. So I was able to really get my feet wet during those years and branching out through the city and networking in the city.
Got you. Um, where you think the most talent come from in our city? Like what part of the city? I think it's South Memphis to be exact. Well, I'm just saying, what do you think?
Where you from?
South Memphis.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
South
yeah,
Memphis.
yeah.
It's a slew
I,
of
I
people from South
definitely,
Memphis, though. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah. I feel like the closer to the river,
Closer to the
I
river.
feel like, and that includes South Memphis and North Memphis. You know what I'm saying? Because if you got the river and you got North over here and you got South over here and Midtown, the in between, that little in between too. But I definitely feel like where the city originated, downtown and closest to downtown, is where the talent is.
I got you. I got a couple more questions before we get out of here. Give me your good, bad, and ugly about the city, if you have.
Uh, Good, bad, and ugly.
Yeah.
Hey, hey. Queen growling at him like she gonna bark him. She gonna get strangled on camera. Don't say nothing. You see me choking my dog.
It's good. I'm gonna blur it out. Blur it out.
But yeah. So the good and bad and ugly for Memphis. Um, I think a lot of good is the deep culture and diversity of the city.
Right.
Uh, Definitely the talent is the good of the city. The bad, I would say, is the structure and the leadership of the city. Because it could be so much better and it could be so many more things positive happening. And so many things that were positive that's been taken away that shouldn't have been taken away. I think that was a lot of the bad that's affecting what's happening in the city. And then the ugly is definitely the origins of where all this stuff came from, like we talked about earlier, man. It's definitely got a haze over the city. Um, from who I don't know, what I don't know. Really, I know something happened where it just turned into a negative force here. So that's definitely the ugly for me, man, because it's some in the water, it's some in the air, it's some in the clothes and the food, something. But that's definitely where the ugly is because it's making people, man, crazy.
Facts though. Definitely gotta move smooth in our city, man. Like
Yeah,
definitely gotta
yeah.
move smooth. And as an artist and performer, let me ask you this question. What you like doing most? Actually recording the songs or performing, being on stage?
I love recording and creating, but definitely being on stage. Um, I would say I like them about the same, but it's not true because when I'm on stage, I got the audience there and I feel their energy and I get more turned up off of that. So performing live definitely gonna edge out the recording. The record is real close, but just being on stage and having a crowd giving you feedback and seeing the look on people's faces and seeing people's eyes light up because they watching you, that's definitely very special to me.
Right. Okay, and let me ask you this question. As we get older, I'm in my 30s now. So as we get older, how do you try to stay? I know you're not competing with nobody. I'll compete with myself. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But I pay attention to what's going on also.
Mhm.
So how do you try to bridge that gap with just trying to stay relevant and also be in your own lane too though?
Yeah. Um, I don't even know that I'm trying to stay relevant.
Right.
I don't know that I'm trying to stay relevant.
You just
Um, I would like to be. I would like to be, but I don't think it's something that
that shit
that's a
get hard, don't
stop
it? That
stop
shit get
Queen.
hard to stay relevant, don't it?
Right.
in today's society. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They
because
standard.
they want you to keep pushing stuff out. It's like, okay, I need time to sit back, and I have this transition going on in my life where I have that. Like, I got a 2 year old. You know what I'm saying? So the past 2 years, I haven't been as putting stuff out back to back to back to back because I gotta recover, I gotta rest, I gotta raise. So I think, and I noticed that too
You
from
must
like
wrote that
certain people.
down
It's like,
somewhere.
hey, huh?
You must wrote them 3 R's down somewhere. Where you get that from?
No,
Recover, rest,
no.
and raise. Man, cut that shit out. You ain't just that ain't just come off the top of your head like that.
It did. It
You
did.
can read
But no,
book or something
seriously.
for
Huh?
real.
Okay, bro. But for real, like, look, my baby just came and told me something. I forgot what I was saying, but I don't know that I'm trying to be relevant. People expect you to constantly put stuff out and put stuff out and put stuff out. That's the whole culture right now. Fast, instant gratification. I gotta stay in your face. Everything I do need to be in your face. And I'm not that type of person anyway. Um, and when I'm having like a transition, like of having a new baby and trying to get back into it and taking my time, it is a lot of pressure, man, from what people expect from you to constantly put stuff out and be in your face and things like that. So it is a lot of pressure with that. And what I do is I just do it for me and do it at my own pace and trust myself and trust the process because rush work sounds and look rush. Like, you might be able to pull it off, but just think about how much better it would be if you took your time and actually crafted what you wanted to do and actually peeled away layers to build things back up. So that's what I'm on.
Thanks. But I definitely support that message though, and I wish you the best and everything that you got going on. Before you get out of here, let them know where to reach you at, how to contact
Yeah,
you, how to book you if need. Let them know what you got going on and the new
yeah,
projects, and just run it.
absolutely. Man, Lashonte Pop, LASHONTEPOP on every platform. It's actually Lashonte POP. It's an acronym, but everybody say Lashonte Pop. It ain't no thing,
How
but
you get
that's
that
on
name?
all social media.
How you get
How
the,
I get
how
that
you
name?
come up with the pop? How you put the pop on there? What is it? The acronym.
So it stands for Princess of Pop.
Okay.
Yep, and I had people who support me calling me that all the time, and then it actually happened. Like, it actually happened that I was crowned Memphis's Princess of Pop. So I just kept it going. Like, people in the industry was like, hey, you need to keep that going. So Lashonte POP is like this part of my name now. But that's me on all social media. You can find all my music on platforms, iTunes, Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon. Actually download it. You can stream it too, but download it. That money comes to me, man. It
Yeah,
supports my grind. It
definitely
supports my
support.
dreams. Lashonte Anderson on all music platforms. You can find my music anywhere. Lashonte Pop on social media.
Like I said, once again, y'all make sure y'all go support her too. So go support everything that she doing. Go tune in. Go send your kids by her when she start her program up, and just fuck with everything that she doing. Oh, I get her. I do have one last question I want to ask you.
Okay.
All right, listen. They say Trump he trying to pass this new law
Uh huh.
26 that all the people the men that pay child support they won't be able to file taxes on them kids.
Yeah.
How you feel like this gonna shake up shit?
Um. So I've been trying to make sure I got all the facts on this because I've been seeing it go around, right?
Right.
Because it's gonna affect it. It could possibly affect me, but not really. Because now 2026, my baby grown. It ain't no thing.
Right.
But so the way that it's set up, I think it's accurate because okay. So there's a whole bunch of different factors that go into this.
Yeah.
if if I think it's fair if whoever, man or woman, because it's some women who are paying men child support. So let's just say whoever the person is who's paying child support, if they are paying an actual amount that helps take care of the child, I think it's fair. Now, in some cases, you got people who done lied about their income, so they paying smaller amounts and things like that. But I feel like honestly, it's fair because in that law it says if you haven't been making payments, you can't do it. That's fair to me because why should you be able to file taxes if you ain't haven't even paid the money? Like that don't make sense. I know if you like in arrears, you don't get to do it. And then I also think Junior, they having so much fun. I also think that if it's under $500 a month, it don't apply to you.
Mm, okay.
So I feel like it's fair. I think it's a lot of misinformation going on around that law
Yeah.
because I've been seeing
It's,
everybody argue.
it's misinformation. I'm ready to talk about it with somebody on my
Yeah,
podcast. I ain't gonna lie.
yeah.
I want to have me one of them people that just gonna be so nah, there's some bullshit. I'm
No,
ready to debate about
hell no.
it.
He do that to baby with me
Yeah,
all year.
I'm
No,
ready
no,
to
no.
debate this shit. I ain't even
But
lying.
see, a lot of folks don't know, like, they don't know those facts. Like,
Right,
if you know already that, okay, if somebody ain't been paying, they not gonna be able to file. And then if it's under 500, like what you expecting if you ain't been paying at least $500 a month? How much
right.
could you be expecting in taxes back? Like, come on, man.
Right, you just put me up
So,
on game. So, what would you think? What's feasible? How much you think it takes to raise a teenager and somebody under 10 a month? Because
uh,
some people try to be crazy and make it seem
yeah,
like come on now, let's be real.
yeah,
Logically, what does it take
yeah.
to raise a teenager in this day and time?
Well, honestly, teenagers more expensive to me because my daughter got a car. She need gas. She got her hair costs the same amount as my hair. She want nails and lashes. Now, obviously, all this shit ain't necessity.
Right,
All that shit ain't necessity, but still, I feel like it's a little more expensive on that side. But shit, kid, toddlers expensive too, cause man, Pampers and all that. But so I would say, a fair amount, especially in 2024 with inflation and stuff, depending on how much you get paid, is a factor in this. But let's just say that this is not a factor. He like, look,
there it go, there
look,
it go, there
look.
it
Let's say
go.
that. Let's say that that's not a factor, right? Let's just say how much I think it takes to take care of a kid or any age.
Right.
I would definitely say between $500 and $1,000 a month.
Okay then.
For sure, because they eating, especially teenagers, they eating their ass off. They got after school shit. They might got basketball. All this different stuff that's happening. Um, when you consider, so my daughter, she got to get her hair done twice a month. That's a necessity. Like that ain't something that I can just not get her hair done. She can't walk around
But
looking
it gotta be the
crazy.
hash shit. It gotta be the hash shit though. It gotta be the
It don't.
250 weed. It gotta be the okay then.
It don't. But even the cheap stuff is $100.
Okay.
That's $200 a month just on her. You know what I'm saying? Just getting her natural hair done because she got hair.
So you
That's
gonna
two
be
hundred
saying
dollars.
like when I send my little 150, I ain't did shit then. That's basically what you trying to you know what I'm saying?
Yes, yes,
Cause you gonna bring up the $200 for the hair. See what I'm saying?
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly, exactly. You got to think about gas money, man.
Right,
Look,
right.
that shit ain't cheap.
You right, you
That
right,
shit ain't cheap.
you right.
And then like
Damn.
this
Put me
something
up
that
on game. I thought I was finna get ready to fast some shit. I'm gonna sit down. You see what I'm saying? I got, I got real shit. I gotta sit down. I got my hopes up for 2026. I gotta sit the fuck down. It is
oh
good.
man,
It's over
oh
with.
man, yeah,
Thank you for educating me though. Real shit.
yeah,
Dang.
yeah.
She got
But
away.
look.
Go ahead.
Look, a lot of folks argue against it, but I don't think it's for paying your bills. But that's something that you have to consider. Like, I could get a studio apartment,
Right.
right, and pay $500. But if I got a 17-year-old, I gotta get a 2 bedroom or a 1 bedroom. So that's something you gotta consider. And a studio apartment might be $500, but a 2 bedroom, 1,200. So you can't tell me that the bills don't come into play with that. I could go without Wi-Fi, But my daughter gotta have Wi-Fi to do her schoolwork. So if you consider that, that's $100 a month on Wi-Fi that I have to have. That's a bill that I don't have to have. You know what I'm saying? The lights. Kids use lights all damn day. You know what I'm saying? My bill by my